First of all, let me say that having been involved in sports, and as I think most of us who know cricket itself, that it's not played basically by a particular individual, but individuals. It's not a game of tennis. It's not a game of golf where you have individuals who owe whatever responsibilities to themselves. But when you have teammates, one of the things that you can identify quite early that would just help to eradicate all the stuff that we are presently speaking about later on in life, and that whole collective unit becoming a better unit itself. I would say, take for instance, and let us take for example, you have a team bus, and it comes to the common consensus that we are leaving at a particular time. All of a sudden, most of the guys are assembled on that bus, rearing to go, ready to take off, and all of a sudden there's 3 or 4 guys missing. That's some sort of sign, because I've always felt that punctuality plays a huge role in team success. If we hold our responsibilities well enough and everyone collectively is working well enough, it's amazing. That's the start that I think anyone need in order for them to get themselves in the right frame of mind, making sure that after that, it's about you now with a clear mind, knowing that you can attend practice, matches, with that clear view in mind that I'm ready. And it's always very much disruptive when you have certain individuals who have been late most times. You have guys on a bus waiting. Everyone is looking to see when he or she is coming. And that starts that whole anxiety factor. It starts where all of a sudden you're put off track. And equally, what I think is equally welcoming as well too, is that the individuals themselves, who have always been late, they're going to be in a stressful mode as well, because you're hurrying, you're trying to get here, and you're looking at the clock and you know you're already late. You know how upset some of these guys are going to be. And that's where I think collectively, and what I've been involved with for some time, I've seen that on numerous occasions. And you've got to identify that as quickly as possible, because certainly that's not the professional way to go. And if you need your players and everyone to be in the best frame of mind, it is important that you identify that as early as possible and try and nip that in the bud before it filters. So I'd put it pretty simple, that that's the start to the journey that everyone is trying to accomplish. Everyone is there to achieve the common goal. And if this is all part of the teamwork, that collective teamwork that everyone is looking for, to have that start where everyone is clear in mind what's their duty. It is your duty and responsibility to the team. If the common consensus says we are leaving at X time, you must have the perfect excuse, in my opinion, for you not to be there. So then you have management. Here's where you put your foot down, because you see that it's something could become quite infectious. So you are in position as a management team to make sure that you clear the air where that is concerned, because that certainly have no place in what everyone is trying to achieve. Sometimes there are certain elements that you cannot control. What I believe you can do, you're in control of your faculties. If you see certain things, sometimes things affect, when we're looking to compete, because we are so much on edge at times, sometimes every little thing sometimes can affect you. You are in control of that. You've got to find that little avenue or space where you just pull yourself a little back a little bit, knowing that if you become too frustrated, it's going to put you off your game plan. So you are the ones who, in my opinion, that individual who's basically control, for you to find that little space. That's why I guess you see so many individuals, who participate in sport with earphones. Take, for instance, you see the guys in the NBA where basketball is concerned. And that's where I guess, and I've always heard one guy who was a very renowned sprinter for Britain at the time, Linford Christie, would say, I'm going to have tunnel vision today. So which means you're going to try and focus and block things out. And that tunnel vision says that you are in control of your faculties and you can deal with whatever after that, with the stuff that maybe you listen to, whoever you're listening to, and all this stuff because of maybe how important you believe that may be to you. That's where the listening takes over, and it could be of enormous help trying to eradicate all the stuff that you could bring on board where stress is concerned.